Hello again, and yeah, we're still on day 3. Um, Something um, came to my mind. That's why I thought I would do um, this session, or whatever you want to call it, video, whatever the thing is. The purpose of the channel was to talk about ideas and thoughts that comes to my head, and this is the one that came. And I think it's pretty awesome. I just finished reading a book by, I think it's Measure What Matters by John Doerr. Great read, highly recommend it. And it talks mostly about OKRs. For those of you who are already familiar with OKRs, you know what it is. For those of you who are not, OKRs stand for Objectives and Key Results, which is a very systematic and smart way of goal setting. I found that to be very interesting. It's because the last job I had, or I was a part of, they talked about OKRs. I'm sorry. Well, by the way, disclaimer: if there's a whining noise, I don't know if there is. It's because I'm at a supercharger. Just plug the car in. So, apologies and excuse that. Where were we? OKRs. It's Objectives and Key Results. Now, the place that I worked at had OKRs set up. However, after reading the book, it was eye-opening because I thought I knew what OKRs were, but up until I read the book, I didn't realize how to systematically set them. And it makes a lot of sense if you're trying to operationalize the process of goal setting, or we are trying to do so. So it's like, in a nutshell, I don't think this will be as long as the other videos, but in a nutshell, OKRs would be that you have your objective, which is your big, goal, target, whatever you want to say, that's out there, and you have your KRs, which is your key results, which is, so like, if and each of those key results has a qualitative and a quantitative part to it. And I think this is where things get interesting, is because most people just have this goal outside, and they would want to just get to it. So like, again, I think we talked about fitness a few days back on this channel, and I think it's best if we keep it in that realm because it relates to everyone rather than going with something very abstract or very domain specific, or something very domain specific. So if our objective is, let's just say, to be healthy, right? Typically would be like, hey, go to the gym, exercise, whatever the thing is. Yeah, that's fine. An OKR method might be that, hey, I will be healthier in, let's just say, 2 months from now. It's a 2-month out OKR, or 3-month out OKR, quarterly, you pick. Let's just do 4 months, like a quarter, easy. Like a quarter from now, I would like to be healthier than I am right now. Key results would be along the lines of, so key results are something that if we have achieved those key results, and I think this needs to be said, if we have achieved all those key results, we would achieve the objective. So key results would be something along the lines of, like the quantitative part, as I mentioned before, there's quantitative and qualitative. The quantitative part would be that we go to the gym 4 times a week. And every time we go to the gym, it's 40 minutes a day. So that's the quantitative part. Qualitative part might be that 20 minutes of those is going to be spent lifting weights, or 30 minutes of those is going to be spent on lifting weights, and 20 or 10 minutes of that is going to be spent on doing cardiovascular activities. And when, like, we're lifting weights, we want proper engagement, like mind-muscle connection, or whatever someone would like to say. So if we were to put it all together, it would be along the lines of, objective is we want to become healthier 4 months from now. We talked about a quarter from now. Key results are, if we have gone to the gym 4 days a week for the next 4 months for 40 minutes, that's the quantitative parts. And those 40 minutes, we would have spent 30 minutes on physical activity and 10 minutes on cardiovascular activity. And we repeated that thing 4 times a week for 4 months straight. Yeah, I think that's what it is. We would achieve our objective of being healthier than what we are now. Now, of course, then again, this goes back to your baseline of where you are. If you're already someone who's maintains a pretty high level of physical fitness, this may not apply to you, because I don't think this is a good OKR for someone who trains 5 times a week and trains 1.5 hours a day, and they have their nutrition and their diet plan and everything monitored and tailored to their specific need. So we're assuming that the person is just trying to get into the habit of going into the gym, and they just want to be at a better health state than where they are now, regardless of where they are now. I don't know if I did that any justice. I don't know if I did the book any justice. I probably didn't. But that's the way I think like it was meant to be, or that's my understanding of it. Please correct me if you feel that I was very off in that side. But you have an objective, you have a few key results, and those key results, each key result has a quantitative and a qualitative part. And if all those key results are met, we would have achieved the objective. And the cool part is, like, this is used in the corporate world, but from what I find, or from what I observed, this is a brilliant technique we can use in our personal lives as well, because we oftentimes, all of us, we have some personal project that's going on, right? Be it finishing a homework, be it eating better, be it going to the gym, be it going to do anything that we want to do, or a goal, let's say, travel, whatever the thing is. I think that we can potentially take some of this high value output management system that's used by the likes of Google, Intel, and really apply that to our personal lives. And we might be able to get better results than we have now, because oftentimes we have a goal. Like, work is different at times because you have people pushing each other and you have people monitoring your progress. You have accountability more often than not. Whereas on the personal side, it is difficult to get accountability for any kind of action. And that's why oftentimes getting an accountability partner is so much advocated for, and there are huge benefits to that. And even with OKRs, I think it's best if we have people with similar OKRs, or OKRs that intertwine with each other. And John Doerr talks about it in depth in his book. But keeping it simple on the personal level, I think it is a brilliant idea if we are able to implement that to our lives and use that for setting our goals, right? So, for example, I don't think it's a great OKR, but it's an okay one. I don't think it's perfect, like anywhere close to being ideal. My video editing skills are absolute garbage. That's why I was like, if you have seen any one of my other videos, chances are you'll see that their quality is really not that good. I just take the video and upload it straight up to YouTube. And I made this more of as a video diary of me talking about things and me trying to understand and talk through things. And if you'd like to engage, that's really awesome. I appreciate the feedback. Is my personal OKR, again, going back to it, is upload one video a day. And that's the quantitative part. For 4 months in a row, so that is roughly 120 videos that needs to be uploaded for this entire quarter. And the qualitative part is whatever you mention, whatever you talk about, the video is not complete till you feel that you have explained it to the best of your abilities. So objective is to have a collection. So this is my OKR. Objective is to have a collection of ideas that I feel that I have articulated well enough to the point that if I go back and I listen to them, I can understand, and I feel that I have a good understanding of. Key results are me doing that once a day for 4 months in a row. And the qualitative, that's the quantitative part, and the qualitative part of it is me trying to explain the idea to the best of my knowledge. And if I can do more, then of course I'll do more. And I think there's a rating system for the OKR too. John Doerr mentioned it. Google measures it from a scale of 0 to 1, I believe. 1 being a perfect, achievement of OKR, 0 being nothing. I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I haven't worked for Google or Alphabet. If you have, please let me know. I would really appreciate the feedback. And how you set your OKRs, but I think it's a brilliant tool for high output management, and also hammering down the process and talking and just making sure that we are immaculate on the process. And if we hit this key results while following this immaculate process, which controls the quality of the input, we would have achieved the objective. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know if I did this one any justice. I haven't really thought about it much, and I was thinking that should I give it some more thought and then upload the video. However, it kind of defeats the purpose. I would like it to be where I talk things through with myself, because once I read the book, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. But when I'm talking about it, oftentimes it's along the lines of, yeah, I have this flaw or gap in my reasoning, and I can't really explain it well enough. That probably means I need to revise the concept, because I thought I had a good grasp of OKRs. That's what I wanted to make the videos. But as I'm talking through it, I realize, I probably have a better than average grasp of OKRs, but I don't think I have a perfect grasp of it. Yeah, but that's been it for now. Today is one of those rare days I felt like uploading a second video. So if this goes well, this goes well. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Till next time.